Right then guys, how's it going and welcome back to a new video. Hope you guys are all enjoying your Saturday and looking forward to the Newcastle versus Aston Villa game tomorrow at 2 o'clock at St James's Park. The second game in a week for Newcastle at St James's Park. And I will be there tomorrow. I'll have videos before the game, after the game, match reaction, match vlogs. So if you're not subscribed already, be sure to do so and look out for those videos coming out tomorrow. And the game is on TV as well. So if you're not heading there, you can watch it still on the TV. Saturdays are always weird when there's no Newcastle match. I much prefer the Saturday kickoff than I do to a Sunday game. And I don't normally do lineup predictions on this channel, but as I say, there was no game today, and I thought, you know what, it's a big talking point right now for the Newcastle fans is who is going to start tomorrow's game. So I thought I'd jump on, give you my thoughts, and I'd love to hear what you guys think ahead of the game down in the comments as well. I did actually try and record this video earlier on while I was out and about to try and give a bit of a nicer background, but it was so windy you couldn't hear a word I said, so I thought, you know what, I'm going home and we'll do this in the comfort of my own living room instead. So as I say, let me know down below your thoughts ahead of tomorrow's game, prediction-wise and lineup-wise. As I say, Aston Villa have got their own troubles as well. They have got a few injuries on their side. I think the one for Newcastle that we need to look out for is Coutinho. I don't wish bad on anyone, but ideally I'd rather he didn't play. Obviously they've got Konsa as well, who went and got himself sent off in the last game. So they've got their own troubles in terms of players eligible to play in this game. And you know, if we're not going to be at full strength, it would be nice if they're not as well. But in terms of Newcastle, I think the biggest question mark around players, well actually I would say there's possibly two. I think one of them is Bruno. Will Bruno make his first start in a black and white shirt? But I would say the biggest question mark is currently around who's playing fullback. And that's not who's playing right back, who's playing left back. It's about who's going to play on either side. Because the first one is Matty Targett. He is obviously on loan to us this season, but he is on loan to us from Aston Villa, who we play tomorrow. So he cannot play. It'll be part of the contract. Loan players quite often cannot play against their own home club because, you know, they don't want to give us an advantage over them. So it's understandable. So we'll start off with that left back position. We do have a couple of options there. Obviously, Paul Dummett is injured again, which is very disappointing because I actually thought when he came back, especially the Leeds game, I thought he did a cracking job of tracking Rafinha. So to have him injured again already is very disappointing, but I think it's at the point now where he is getting older and that's kind of where he is. After that, we're looking at the other option, Matt Ritchie. I would not play him in that position because we know how poor he has been trying to play that position this season. Jamal Lewis, I'll mention him. He was obviously a left back that we had who we decided to not include in our 25-man squad. So that's another player that we can't use. So really for me, the two main options in that left back position are Manquillo, who again, I actually said this after the Leeds game, that despite the fact Manquillo played about 25 minutes, 30 minutes in that Leeds game, he was phenomenal. He was so good. He totally took Rafinha out, and he actually set up what led to the goal in the end when he went down on the edge of the box and Shelvey scored the free kick. I think he had a big help that he came on late, so he came on with a lot of energy. But I think he could potentially be rewarded for that and get a start at left back in this game. The other option is Dan Boone. Now again, Dan Boone obviously came in to play centre back, but he is left-footed and he has played left back a number of times for Brighton and looked pretty good. Not only is he a 6'7" bloke who can head the ball away, but he's actually pretty good on the ball as well. So those are the two options there. Then we'll move back over to the right back position. So again, TRIPPIER, who unfortunately left the field against Everton with a pull or a potential injury. Eddie Howe has come out in his press conference and said that he does not believe that it's anything long term, thank God, and that he hopes that he potentially... Well, it's going to be a late fitness test, is what we're hearing, as to whether he will be available to play in the game tomorrow. Not only... Well, first of all, we all are desperate for Trippier to play, because not only is he a fantastic defender player, but what he adds from set pieces... he got his free kick goal. He crossed the ball in for the Lascelles header that ended up in the back of the net. So we obviously want Trippier to play. So if I'm going to give you my lineup, my preferred lineup is that Trippier passes his fitness test and that he starts tomorrow. But looking at the other options available, again, I spoke about Manquillo at left back. Manquillo is also the right back option as well. He is right-footed. He is a right back. Aside from that, we've also got Murphy. Could he potentially slot in there? It's not my preferred. And we've also got Kraft as well, who can, again, do a job. In fairness to Kraft, he's not been half bad the last couple of games. I think he has played better recently. I think for me, if Trippier is not fit, it goes Manquillo right back, Lascelles, Shaw in the middle, and Boone left back. I think Boone getting his debut, it's not the position he wants to play in, but he's ahead of basically any of the other defenders for me, except potentially Manquillo, but he's playing at the right back. If Trippier is fit, it goes Trippier right back. Do you drop either Lascelles or Shaw after what a great game they played against Everton? Probably not. And then it's between Dan Burn and Manquillo. And although Dan Burn is left-footed, Manquillo played well against Leeds. So that's the toss-up one there. Unless 2 games in a week. Does Shaw need a break? Could it be Trippier, Lascelles, Burn, Manquillo? If I had to give my prediction for what I think the defence will be tomorrow, unfortunately, I think that Trippier will not play. I just think that he's had this injury. Yes, we want the late fitness test. Yes, we want him to play. And if he's 100% fit, then I want him in my team. But I just worry that even at this point, we're still not sure. And at the end of the day, we want Trippier all season. We don't want to shove him in tomorrow to find out that we've made it worse and that he's out for even longer. And I think Eddie Howe will probably think the same. So if I had to go for my defensive prediction, it would go Dubravka in goal, Manquillo, Lascelles, Shaw, and then Dan Burn at left back. Moving forward, the next question is Bruno. Does Bruno Guimaraes get his start against Aston Villa and his Premier? Well, he did come on for the last few minutes of the Everton game. Is Eddie Howe going to give him his first start? I think the answer is yes. I would. The question is, what players does he put around him? Because again, really, everyone had a good game on Tuesday against Everton. However, I would say that Everton are not as good a side as Aston Villa, and I do think this will be a tougher fixture. I also think that because of the fact that players like Target and Trippier may not be available, defensively, we may not be as strong. And I think because of that, he may look to bring Bruno in to play that more. Well, because really he can push forward and he has a great selection of passing and skills, but really he is a defensive midfielder. So I don't know if that would help protect the defence that little bit more when we've kind of missing potentially 2 key players as well. So I would go, I think Joe Linton has to start because of how well he's played this season. St. Max was incredible, so he obviously plays. Wood plays up front because he's the only striker we've got. Fraser, I would play Fraser again. He scored a goal. He played a good game. You've got to play him. For me, the final question is, what midfielder are you playing alongside Joe Linton and Bruno? My instinct is Shelvey. But I just think that how similar role is Shelvey and Bruno trying to play, and are they going to get in each other's way? So do you play Bruno and Joe Linton with Willock just ahead? I think I will be tempted to go Shelvey and Bruno with Joe Linton just ahead, or even just Shelvey kind of going slightly left, Joe Linton going slightly right, or vice versa, then with Bruno holding the middle. So that is what I would do with my players going forward as well. So let me know your predictions for the lineup down in the comments below. As I say, I think going forward, midfield attacking wise, Eddie Howe has got some good options to choose from. I think defensively, obviously we're waiting on the late fitness test from Trippier, but as I said earlier, I can see him not playing him just to make sure. But at least we've got players like Dan Burn and Mankia who I think are reasonable fill-ins. I think they're nowhere near a Trippier and a Target, but hopefully they can keep the defence tight tomorrow. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the lineup. Let me know how you think the game is going to go tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Look out for my videos tomorrow as well. But thank you for watching. Enjoy your Saturday night, and I'll catch you later.